Hey, I hope everyone is well. Thank you for being here. All right, so today, okay, this is a general reading. I'm a psychic medium. Hello, I'm Holly. And I am not a card reader, but I will use cards as a starting off point and a jumping off point because this is a general reading. Please understand you all have free will. No one can tell you what to do. No one can control your thoughts. All right, so we are all in charge of our own actions for the most part. Okay, so onward to stuff. So I really don't know what's going to come through today, but the energy feels a lot different. It feels like moving into the week. It already feels like we're halfway through the week, which is, I don't know. But I feel like things are about to ramp up and change. Like the energy is picking up quickly. And let the adventure begin. Heck yeah, let the adventure begin. I think we're all due for a little adventure. Good adventure. All right? All right, hang on. Thank you. All right. So, if it seems like I'm repeating myself a lot, we do this every day. And so starting in January, again, that was the planting seeds, the kind of internal sorting, sifting, figuring out what we even want, what we're going to do. And I feel like there were a lot of surprises for a lot of people. Now, we are in February, but it feels like I said a minute ago, it feels like we're already halfway through this week. It already feels like we're halfway through this year. So I think I'm jumping ahead and getting a glimpse of what's coming. Energetically, I'm sorry, my nose is a little drippy. I know, that's pretty. Anyway, it is what it is. It's life. So February is rapidly rolling to a close. Okay, rapidly. It's going to move very quickly. I'm asking for messages for the collective about the energy shift. This came up the other day. Choose your words carefully and choose your self-talk with intention. Okay, I think this is going to be of critical importance. In the next couple of weeks, the way we talk about and to ourselves will be important and will be part of setting a tone for the coming month. Because the coming month, things are never set in stone, all right? So March is going to be an interesting month. For some, it could be a trying month. For others, it could be a just, holy moly, I didn't expect this much change at once kind of thing. Yeah, and there's spirit around. Someone's wanting to come through. Well, hang on. I got you. This is important. Whew. Yeah, they really want to come through. Think about what it is you want your life to look like. More importantly, think about who it is that you really are and who you are and who you choose to be. Which part of your instincts are you going to buy into? The baser, more maybe cruel version or negative version, let's say negative, or are you going to step into your power and into your light? Again, I'm hearing that phrase from Wayne Dyer that I love so much, and God love him. Wayne Dyer was such a wonderful motivational speaker. I didn't know him personally, so I don't know who knows who he was in truth as a person, but but he always said, take the high road, there's less traffic up there, and I love that. You don't have to engage and involve in the drama and the trauma. That's what I'm hearing. All right, so the overarching dominant energy that they really, really, spirit guides and guardians want me to get across. Withdraw from the chaos, withdraw from the drama. Do not even sprinkle a little gasoline on a fire. It will become a raging inferno. Pull back. Maggie, I don't know what noise that was, but Maggie just made a little harumphing sound, so I think she agrees. Yeah. Okay. So, your thoughts, not just your deeds, your actions, not just your words that you vocalize outward to the world and other people, but even your thoughts about yourself. Be kind to yourself. All right. They want me to do one card, and then we're going to get into whomever was trying to come through. I pulled these today. I just got a flash of them in my head, and I haven't used these in forever. It's the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. They're pretty big. They're absolutely gorgeous. They are, there are not a lot of cards in the deck, and they're fairly easy to shuffle because they're sturdy cards, but they're not, it's not like trying to shuffle cardboard, which can sometimes be a little difficult. But they are huge. But they are very pretty. Okay, and you can see they're in landscape as well as, horizontal as well as vertical cards. All right, so what is the message for the collective to wrap up this message? Because this was a really important message for me to get through today as the mouthpiece for spirit. They're saying just open it in the middle right now. All right. All right. Oh, wow. Temple of Dreams. I'll show you. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? You could just disappear into the artwork. You could disappear into the image. You could disappear. It would be a good point of entry for a meditation or a journey, even for those of you who do that. Temple of Dreams. Sacred. Man, all right. My voice was fine before I started this. Oh, this is the person coming in. Okay. Let me get through this. I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute. Sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. Oh, we even said dream journeys. So, and yesterday it was pay attention to your dreams. Okay. So, you're creating in your dreamscape. So when you sleep, understand that when you're dreaming, you can control the outcome. Dream your life into being. Dream the life you want and the version of you that you are proud of into being. How you visualize and see yourself is going to be so important as part of your manifestation. And that is what's getting ready to just explode wide open in March. It's exciting. We have the opportunity for positive change if we choose to step over any negative self-talk and rise above to be part of the cosmic awareness and wholeness. Man, there's just so much excitement around it. All right. You've been very patient. I'm sorry. There's a man that wants to come in. I think he had emphysema or some lung some lung problem, bronchial chest problem. Not his heart. That wasn't the original culprit, but it was some sort of lung ailment. Yeah, he was a serious smoker. DOM. Is it Dominic or Domingo or maybe Dominican, like Dominican Republic? There's a DOM word. I don't know if it's a name or a place. I almost feel like it's a place. It might be the name of a city. It might be the name of a state. It might be the name of a country. DOM. Okay, you got to come a little closer. Come on. Come closer, because I'm having trouble hearing you. I can feel you. You have nothing to be... He felt like he was a little selfish in life. He had kids, but he wasn't a good dad because he just kind of, he was kind of selfish. He's making an apology now. Are they watching? Is this someone? It's someone that's within a circle. It's someone in the community. Oh, this is an energetic apology. So he knows that if it gets through, someone in the area where he lived will hear it. He just needs to make a public announcement. So this is a public announcement of his apology for being a crappy dad. Let's call it what it is. He's transitioned. He's fine. But this is part of his healing process on the other side, in his own personal version of rehab. Oh man, this is actually sweet, because even in the end, even though he didn't really ever sacrifice anything or support his kids financially, and there were 3 different mothers, and he had 5 kids between the 3 women. Yeah, he was a slick talker. He just knew what to say, and apparently very fertile. Yeah, he thought that was funny. I bet you did. But they didn't. The kids all get along. Indirectly, even though you were a crappy dad, let's just call it. But all of these kids have come together, and the women, the mothers, man, they are some good, hardcore, old-fashioned moms, because they were like, well, if you're not going to be the dad, we'll be the mom and the dad, and they are going to get those kids together, and they are going to have a family. They are going to be a blended family, because they all kind of had a shared trauma of being abandoned, the women and the kids. Your apology is being issued. You understand fully and see now what you missed out on. Because even on his deathbed, even in his last kind of gasping breaths of life, and it was emphysema based, so this was something he brought on. Doesn't make it any easier. In fact, it could make it even harder. He knew he was responsible, his lifestyle. He liked rum a lot. I'm getting like he had a mixed heritage of sorts, and this is not in this country. Someplace warmer, tropical, beautiful place. Wow. But he regrets deeply that he did not come through. Everything was a joke to him. Everything was lighthearted. Oh, why worry? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because you weren't feeding 5 kids. Take on, man. All right. However, this is part of his growth and his transition on the other side. And as soon as he finishes and completes his kind of rehab on the other side, it will make him a stronger spiritual entity to come in and help this family unit. Ooh, one of the women did find someone and married. And he is stepping up. That guy, he knew what he was taking on, because he knew he was taking on everybody's kids, not just his new wife's kids. But yeah, and he had 2 or 3 of his own anyway, so. But it's a good situation. So inadvertently, he still was part of the process of bringing in beings into this world that ended up creating a much stronger and much better community around them, even without his support. He gave them the template of what lack of responsibility is in its worst form. But even on his deathbed, at least 3 of these kids, who are, much older now, They're not like babies or anything. But 3 of these children of his were his caretakers. So they stepped up. He's saying he didn't deserve them. Well, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. But yeah. They saw in your eyes when you weren't able to speak, though, and he needs to hear this because he knows it, but he doesn't want to believe it because he is beating himself up so much, and I'm not helping, so I'm sorry. But he saw the love and compassion in their eyes when they were caring for him when he couldn't talk. And by then, he wanted to express what he wanted to, his emotions for them and his gratitude for them, but he couldn't. So he did something like he would touch his chest, or he would make a little symbol or sign like a heart or something, or even a cross, or he would do something here and then try to touch them a little bit because he couldn't talk. All right. That's all you needed. I'm glad you are well. I'm glad you have come to some awareness, and I'm glad you're going to be able to come through and help them. One of the 5 kids has some debilitating illness or disease or condition and is struggling to survive. So he's going to work on that to try to help them. It feels like it may be a cancerous growth of some kind, and everybody's really scared, but he's going to do his work and his part to try to help. In worst case scenario, will help the person transition should it come to that. The person involved has a whole lot of determination and free will in this matter too, though. And if they recover, if it goes into remission, they will live a very long and fruitful life. All right, then. Yeah, he didn't give me a name. It's a city. It starts with D-O-M. Okay. Well, that's not a lot of information, but so sorry I couldn't get more specific. Okay. I think he's still a little embarrassed too. All right, so let's move on. Ooh, okay, hang on. These. All right, I'm going to go ahead and work with my the Lima Mini Tarot. Yeah, it's this one. What is the message? Mother, Father, God, Archangels, Ascended Masters, Spirit Guides and Guardians, Protectorate, Beloved Elementals. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message? What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? One more. What is the message for the collective today? This one, nothing really flew out, but the Queen of Swords is here. She was just standing a little bit further out than the others, and it was something to pick up. While I was shuffling, it almost didn't feel right to shuffle, and what I heard was the cards aren't necessary today. And the reason why the sword... You don't have to fight your own battles. The message is use the resources around you. Use the resources around you. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to feel like, it's like someone trying to walk against hurricane force winds and they can barely make it, What they don't realize is there's a rope tied around them and keeping them tethered to something behind them so they don't drift off. So as hard as they're working and they think they're struggling and fighting to get through this intense, strong wind blowing directly at them, it's actually what's holding them back is that rope. Explain that image to me, please, Spirit. You have the ability to release yourself from a situation, an energetic situation. The rope is an energetic cord. Okay, so someone needs to release a cord to a situation because there's something that's holding you back from being able to just move forward effortlessly and be the wind. Okay, so call on your protectorate. You can call on Archangel Michael, whatever you want to call him. I'm also getting Raphael. Archangel Raphael is going to be very important in this cord cutting because it's going to be incredibly healing for you at every level. And it's also going to improve some health around the midsection. So I feel like there's a cord that's actually attached on the right side of the body toward the back that moves through the gut. So if someone's having trouble like in this section, that's pretty specific, and through the side, and it's draining you, it's leaching out your energy. And I feel like there's bile in, it's like, I know there's not, but it's like it's almost like bile in your throat. Like you're having trouble swallowing, like massive acid reflux, the way that would feel. Like when you get that ball in your throat and it's just almost, it is uncomfortable. Okay, so all of this is connected to this cord. All right, here we go. Set the intention that it will be removed. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, please step forward for all those in need, for all those who are struggling, for all those who are not sure what to do next. With their consent, and if they allow, please remove all cords in all directions of time. Remove all energies, entities, cords, and ties that bind, restrict, inhibit, or leach out someone's energy. Heal the body, heal the mind, heal the emotions, heal the etheric body. Release and sever all cords and ties in all directions of time with peace and healing on both ends. Infuse the bodies of all involved with light, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, what I was seeing, it was like light. It was just like intense, bright light going through that cord. It's almost like a rubber hose or piece of PVC pipe or something. And it's just blasted with light. So it's almost like a cauterization. Is that right? Yeah, cauterize, yeah. Where it seals it so that it's light going to the one that you're connected to, the situation or the person or the entity, whatever, and light for you, but it seals it and blocks it off so that your body, your auric field is cleansed, but there's harm to no one. No one is harmed in this process. Everyone is made whole, and even situations hopefully are healed. But that's got to stop because it's causing, some people are even having like a leaky gut syndrome. And it may be more than one person that the cords were attached. You just, sometimes people who give and give and give, they have, looks like an octopus. And someone is also carrying around trauma, and it's being held in your body. So call on Raphael to come in and work on that too, and heal that too. Okay. Okay. Now. No, not that. All right. All right. Here's Mario Duguay. Messages of Life. All right. So this is an unusual deck in that everything is written on it. I love that. I love that image on the back. They're super long as my head. And I rarely, if ever, use these, but they are just messages. Just messages, really. They're not meant as a prophetic tool, but just as a message. And so I seriously don't think I've even pulled this deck out in a couple of years. But today, when I got the image of this one for the Oracle of Hidden Worlds, that one was right next to it, and I thought, okay, here we go. And there it is. Well, that makes sense. All right, and this is the card. Let me put my glasses on. Stand tall and strong. This image is very important. Okay. You could substitute any being. You could substitute as the all that is, as a female, any gender, any race, anything. It doesn't matter. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Nationality, none of it matters. But it is the all that is, and with a lot. I gotta breathe. With a lot of healing energy. The being standing facing the ocean, arms up, holding a ball of energy. We are this, just take that in. Let it resonate at a core soul level for you, okay? I'm not going to explain it any more than that. Stand tall and strong. Today, I choose to remain positive. What were we just talking about at the beginning? I face all my challenges with strength and courage. I will not be denied or turned away. I do not allow myself to be carried away by negative thoughts. I stand tall and strong and live each moment in joy and peace, leaving my future in God's hands. I believe in life because life believes in me. That's a good affirmation. I believe in life because life believes in me. And you can leave your future in God's hands, but we have to do our work too. And don't forget that part. We have to do our part too. Okay? Stand tall and strong. Know that you are worthy. Take action toward the things you want. We've got a couple of weeks left of this month, roughly. And they're reminding me it's a leap year, so there's even an extra day in there. Yeah. I feel like today we're coming out of the cocoon. It feels good. It's empowering. I want you to be empowered today. So that is the word of the day. That is the way. That is the way. That is the word and the way. I want you to put that in your head. Empowering thoughts that eventually will lead to empowering changes. Be empowered. Let the adventure begin. Poor Maggie. She's a senior and she's arthritic and she's diabetic and she takes insulin, and so she kind of hobbles around a little bit, but she's a happy, sweet girl. She is a really happy girl. And she's got all kinds of little beds and special places where she likes to sit and sleep. Okay. All right. So be well. Be healed. You are the healer. You are the healer of yourself. You are the healer in your life. All things can be accomplished. All things. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be better than that. You have the strength and the power and the wisdom of a universe behind you. You have the strength and the power and the wisdom of the universe within you. Say this with me. I am the universe. I am healed. I am the healing of the universe. I am the wisdom of the universe. I am the universe. Whew. That was a little impromptu. That was a little impromptu channel, I believe. All right. I am sending love to you all. Today feels like the start of something big. I am sending blessings of love and light to you all. Yay, us! Okay. Absolutely. It's going to be a good day. I love you all. Bye-bye.